Hi, I'm Beth Zupec-Kania, and this is a brief demonstration of the security and tracking features of KetoDietCalculator for professional users. We're going to go through adding a professional user and then the tracking audit trail. So you're going to log into KetoDietCalculator as usual, enter your username and password, and I want to just note here that KetoDietCalculator resides on a private SQL server and it's backed up every 15 minutes. It's encrypted at rest, undergoes regular security measures including vulnerability scans, and has a Nexus system. So here we are at the main menu, and we're going to pull down the account drop-down menu to reach settings. And I just want to kind of highlight that this is very similar to bank accounts, credit cards, even online shopping. You generally access the account in the upper right corner. So this should be kind of familiar to you. And then in the settings, we have several categories. You can enter data into any of these. We're going to go to the organization settings and open that page up. And at the top is where you can upload a business or organization logo. You can modify your organization name. The name that is there is the one that you registered for the program with. And then a security feature is the minutes of inactivity before auto logout. And the program is defaulted at 0. You can come in and make it 30 or 60, whatever you want. And the same for days between password change. The program is set at 0. You can come in and modify it. I set it at 30 days. And I believe that is a standard at many hospitals. So whenever you modify any fields on this page, you must save before you leave. But what we really want to go to next is the add a login for the professional user. This is not the client or patient. This is the professional user. So I blew this up a little bit and put it at the top here so that we can see everything easier. So you're going to create a username and password. I think it's helpful to use the professional's email address because they won't forget it, and then a password unique to them. And then you have to give them a permissions. So let's go through these. Admin is the contact person listed for the program. It might be you, and has the authority to create new logins and edit them, plus all features of the program you can access. So can edit is a professional user who has full access to all features, such as another dietitian or nutritionist, but that person cannot add a professional user. So that's the restriction. And then finally, view only. That is a professional user who may only view the program, not make any changes at all, such as a pharmacist that wants to come in and look up carbohydrate content of medications, because we have a very large medication directory, or a manager who wants to come in and audit your work. And so that brings me to the tracking audit trail. So the tracking audit trail works for any client data field, and I've listed here, this is just a screenshot of the menu where you see this list of features that pertain to the client. So individualizing the diet is what you're really doing. Is you go into each of these features and select the meals that they want, modify the meals, create snacks, create a vitamin mineral profile, maybe a medication profile to figure out their carb intake, and then designing a fluid diet schedule if that is appropriate. So we have similar auditing for each one of these. I'm just going to show you one of them, the meals, and it's going to look just like the rest of them. So I have a sample patient here named Bob Smith, and I'm going to pick one of his meals. This should look familiar to you. At the very bottom, there is a button that says View History. So that's the same button on every audit trail. When you open that button, you're going to see a page that looks like this. There's rows and rows and rows of food items, and the green is referring to the current data, and the red is anything that's been deleted. So I've framed the field that shows the login user email and that indicates whether it is your client or patient, you or your colleague that you gave access to. So that's how you can identify who made the change. And it will pick up each user based on their login. So this was added based on a request from a very, very large hospital system. They provided funding to enter this special system. And as I mentioned, it's available for all of the features that are relative to client data. So in summary, what is the audit feature? It tracks professional users. And who should use this feature? Professional users who share login access with other professionals and who are required to show their work on patients' diets. Please consider an annual donation to the Charlie Foundation to support upgrades. And the web address is just charliefoundation.org/donate.